Hi, welcome back to Take a Breath and Pause. I'm Tessa, and this here is Murdock, the most important member of the family, and the channel. Today we're gonna just meet the dogs of Take a Breath and Pause, just the current active members right now, and not some of our previous incredible dogs. So Murdock is my pup. Lives with me, hangs out with me, is my whole world and heart. Everyone says I kind of have a pathological attachment to him. I don't really go out with friends unless he can come. Yeah. So, yikes. He is going to be 2 years old in February. February 11th, I think, ish. He's a rescue, so I don't really know. He was just diagnosed with terminal cancer, which is devastating to me. I spent all of Monday that I found out just sobbing. I left work because of it. I was absolutely wrecked. Tuesday we rushed him to the hospital to get some fluid buildup drained, and now I'm kind of in denial. So sometimes I cry, sometimes I make jokes. I've had amazing support from my community and my family about this, though. I feel really lucky. But yeah, a little bit about him. He was abandoned from his litter at a week old, and taken in, abandoned away from his litter and everything at a week old, and taken in by about a week old. Taken in by foster family who raised him very lovingly without any other dogs around, which has made socializing a little difficult until he was about 2 months old. I got him when he was about 2 months old. He joined our family. The people were gonna adopt him because he was just so loving and lovable, but they weren't able to keep him, and so they reached out to me and asked if I could take him because he had some social issues as well. So he came into my life just as the pandemic hit. I was supposed to be heading off on all these adventures. I was gonna go to Scotland and to Utah, I think twice, maybe to Italy and Japan, and then I was gonna work for a summer doing trail work and then go to Patagonia to do a Fulbright, and it all got canceled. Looking back, I can see how unbelievably privileged that is, and kind of messed up to use resources like that. But then I actually was just trying to do what all my friends were doing, but I actually was kind of dreading it all. It was feeling so overwhelming, and then the pandemic hit, and I hunkered down with my family, got Murdock, and it was just this really incredible release of stress for me. I do know that the pandemic has devastated this world, but for the first few months it was lovely. I got to relive my childhood a little bit and play with Murdock, but it also meant that we weren't really able to socialize Murdock either then. He is Alaskan Malamute, Pit Bull, and German Shepherd, but he's also a million other things. He has Blue Heeler in him, Labrador Retriever, Qi'ra Rottweiler. Yeah, he's just as an incredible dog trainer for Working Dogs for Conservation said, he's a Heinz 49, and he's a mix of everything. He is super loving, super loyal, super snuggly. He loves hot dogs and bologna and beef, pepperoni. Very, very smart. We've worked with multiple dog trainers with him. He's being trained as a gluten detection dog. And he also, he loves ski joring, dog sledding. We're trying to work on some search and rescue training, some canine medical unit training, some canine social justice warrior training. Really, really, really just a loving dog. Struggles with some other dogs sometimes, so when he's around other dogs, we just keep him on a leash next to us with hot dogs, and he's gotten so good and really, really, really reduced reactivity by so much. I'm so proud of the work he's done, and so fortunate that I've gotten to work with really some of the best trainers in this country, Rhonda and Mariah, and gotten some insight from Megan, who works for Working Dogs for Conservation, and just feeling so lucky. Yeah, he's my world. Aiko is, I think, we're not really sure. We think he's around 9 years old. We got him when he was 1.5 years. He's also a rescue. He was found on the streets pretty like battered. He was found actually on the side of a highway walking along. They kind of traced some of his stuff back. He was at a household that was very, very abusive, kept him chained up, and kicked him. He escaped and lived on the streets, and was rescued on the side of the highway in Snoqualmie, Washington. He's very skittish, very fragile. At the rescue place, there was a dog who had a genetic issue with a hole in their heart, and none of the other dogs were allowed to play with him because they played too rough, but Aiko was the only one who was allowed to play with him because he was so gentle. So that's just like so beautiful. And actually my parents went and saw that a few years ago Mandy was still alive, which was just super unexpected. So we'll see. So he joined our family. He was going to be adopted to this old woman who was like looking for a companion, and the woman thought that Aiko would be amazing with this woman. But we came along and the woman was like, actually, I think you guys are the right family for him. So he joined our family, and it was a really rough start. He was super skittish, super afraid. He wouldn't go to the bathroom on the leash. The first night he peed all over the floor of the hotel room because he wouldn't go outside. And he was supposed to be a depression service dog, getting medication, helping out. That didn't pan out because he's not great at snuggling. He's still very skittish. But he is super smart, one of the smartest dogs most trainers have said they've worked with. Really into balls, just absolutely obsessed with balls, like laser focused, tunnel focus. I've seen him run into trees multiple times, run into walls, run off small cliffs. He would absolutely plummet though if we threw a ball off a cliff, which we never would do, but he is just so laser focused on balls. He also just, same with treats. And we actually had to figure out how to train him without treats. He's very responsive to hand signals. He's a border collie, very responsive to words, and then giving a treat or playing ball with him afterwards. But he can't be trained with treats because all he focuses on is the treat and will not do the training. But he loves to learn, very, very enthusiastic about learning, and been just like an amazing dog, done incredible things for Take a Breath and Paws. And yeah, they're both dogs I love so much and would do so much for. I already do. My family makes fun of me for how much I buy on treats and toys every year. I just spent $200 on new dog beds, and they're like, you don't actually have that money, really. You have to pay rent and hospital bills for Murd and whatnot. And I'm like, you're right. So I mean, I do have a lot of privilege, and I've gotten a lot of financial help from my family. But yeah, just wanted to introduce you to the current canine members of Take a Breath and Paws. They are incredible, and every day I feel so lucky that these are the dogs that I get to hang out with every day and work with every day and play with and snuggle with every day. I've met so many dogs in my life, and I think pretty much all dogs are incredible, but I feel really, really fortunate. Yeah, I would love to hear about your dogs. Feel free to send me an email. I might check it. I'm not very good at checking it, but if you leave a comment to check the email, I will check my email with pictures of your dogs or stories. Let me know if you want me to share them on the channel, or if you want to just tell me in private. Again, thank you so much for watching.